So my Starbucks was actually out of the fancy new fall cups, so I haven't gotten a single like fall cup. So I was a little disappointed, but I'll live. I'll get over it. It's what's in the cup that matters, I guess. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit new. We are going to be doing a favorites video. I really love watching favorites videos. I've seen a couple of booktubers that kind of incorporate this into their monthly videos as well, and I really enjoy watching them. I think they're just so much fun to see what kind of new things people come across, so I decided to do a favorites video of my own and kind of start incorporating those into my video schedule as well. In this particular video, I am talking about a lot of bookish things because honestly, I don't do a lot of fashion or clothing. So I don't do a lot of clothing. I also am allergic to a lot of makeup, so you won't see a lot of makeup or beauty items on here. You might see some jewelry or some health or something that I'm not allergic to. So we'll see how that goes. You won't see a lot of clothing, you won't see a lot of beauty and makeup items, but I do have some other little knickknacks to show you, and of course I'll want to feature my favorite Funko Pop and book of the month as well. First thing I want to mention is that September started a new favorite addiction for me, and that is audiobooks. I've tried audiobooks before in the past. I just wasn't a huge fan of them. Maybe I hit some ones that didn't have good narrators. I just didn't really latch on to them like I did this month. This month my reading took off. As I mentioned in my wrap up, I read 7 books, 5 of which were audiobooks. I've only physically read 2 books this month. And with audiobooks, it was really nice to come home after a day of working 2 jobs and just letting somebody, a narrator, read to me. And I had some really good audiobooks this month. My favorite audiobook was also my favorite book of the month, and that was Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray. This book was a huge surprise for me because I really didn't like Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, and I haven't read Bloodlines, but I didn't like the way Lost Stars was going, so I very hesitantly picked up Leia, not knowing if I would like it or not, and I buddy read this with a friend from Instagram as well, and I loved this book. The audiobook was so well done. The Star Wars audiobooks have soundtracks, they have sound effects, it had tie-ins to the original trilogy, it had tie-ins to the prequel trilogy, it had tie-ins to Rogue One. Like, just all of the tie-ins and the Star Wars things were just, I just spent the entire time fangirling as I listened to this audiobook. It was such a well done story and I really enjoyed it. There was just a fangirly moment the entire time I was listening to this, and it was just a really well written story and I really liked it. I talked about more in my wrap up, of course, but Leia, Princess of Alderaan was my favorite book and my favorite audiobook for the month of September. Along with audiobooks, I actually picked this up in August, but I picked up this huge color by number. It's got some stunning pictures to color, and this is the cover of it. It doesn't stay closed anymore, but it's Color Quest by Joanna Webster. I really like these, almost better than the Johanna Basford coloring books or just the adult coloring books. It gives you the color palette and you can stay within that, or you can kind of adapt it to however you want, and then you just color. And at first it seems intimidating because of all these itty bitty little squares and octagons, but even with all of those attached, you're still coloring pretty big sections. So it's just really fun. I can do one of these while I listen to an audiobook and enjoy coloring and listening to a book at the same time. So this is a new favorite for me, and I really want to get the City Skylines one of this. Not the animal one, not so much, but the City Skylines one looks so cool. Along with that, I picked up the 1.0 millimeter Tri-Plus Color fiber tip pens. Ugh, to try and sing that. I love Staedtler pens. I have the fine liners, I have the double-ended ones. Those ones I didn't like so much because either end, one end is super inky, one end isn't, and you can't set them so they are equally distributed. I need a flat container for them. But I really, really like these Staedtler markers. These are really good for that coloring book because you have bigger sections, but they also handle the really itty bitty sections as well pretty decently. And I can kind of match some of the colors to my fine liner ones if I need to. Another slightly bookish item I picked up was my new bullet journal. So this one is the type that was kind of recommended. I forget the brand name. It is the German one that starts with an L, 1917. I'll leave it linked down below. They're available everywhere. I got mine at Chapters for a really good deal, and it is the dotted ones, which I was recommended to by like everything on Twitter, people on YouTube I follow, and just everybody I've seen that's done a bullet journal. They really do recommend the dotted ones, so I got that. And I've started it, and at first I thought, man, I'm going to suck at this. But I'm actually really impressed with some of the layouts I've come up with and just what I'm doing, and it makes me really excited to actually do a bullet journal. So there's my October spread, so there's my calendar, And I have some trackers and dates on the side. So I'm really excited to do this. October is going to be the month that I officially start tracking everything. But I did start kind of laying out things I wanted to track over the year and beforehand already in September. But I loved this journal, and it comes with the 2 bookends as well. Unfortunately, with my erasing, I got some gunk on the back. But these are really, really nice journals, and they do lie flat, which is also nice for doodling and drawing if you're able to do that. I am not. The next bookish thing, I think a lot of these favorites are bookish. I just buy stuff that is book related. So the next favorites is my new set of bookends. I got these at Chapters for a really, really good deal. It says Happy Place. It's really cute. I really enjoyed it. It's my new TBR bookends. And they're originally like $29, so almost $30. I got them for $12.50. Yeah, that's why you wait for things to go on sale at Chapters and you get some really good deals. So I picked up these adorable bookends. The next item is not book related, but it is channel related. It's pumpkin spice latte season, so this is my new coffee favorite, and I am loving that it is back. And I really don't need to say anything more about that. So then this video is not sponsored by Starbucks. My next favorite is kind of a weird one. It's not beauty related, it's kind of more health related, and that is actually essential oils. So the ones I get are from Sage. I know there's several essential oil brands. So I know there's like Young Living and, like I said, Sage. I'm not too sure about any other ones, but I didn't really care either way about essential oils or natural oils or anything. I just didn't think about it until I tried their peppermint halo for headaches and migraines. It works really, really well for my headaches, and I did have a migraine recently and got the tested, and it didn't work as well for my migraine, but I like that you can just keep applying it as the pain intensifies or whatever. It's not a medication, it's not a pharmaceutical. You can only take it a limited time, so you can just sit there and roll on peppermint halo if you need to. The other one I really like is Sleep Well. So when I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between jobs or between shifts at the hospital, and I go from a 12 o'clock noon shift to a 6:30 a.m. shift, sometimes I can't go to sleep at night because I'm a bit of a night owl. It's a natural sedative, and I hate sedatives because they actually give me a panic attack. So it's really nice to have a natural sedative that just kind of relaxes you into a sleep instead of puts you into a sleep. So I really liked the Sleep Well. Unfortunately, of course, it smells like lavender, and I hate the scent of lavender, but I'm actually getting used to it. My body is associating this smell now with going to sleep, and it's a really nice way of doing that, again, without having to take actual sedatives and scaring myself. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, this is a lot better than the other option. The next thing I want to talk about is Funko Pops. So I have a couple new Funko Pops since my last Funko Pop update. I have finally finished off this Disney Princess stylized collection. This is not the newest one, but it's just one I'm showing for example. So I finally finished off this collection, and I was just on their website, and they have Jasmine, Snow White, Aurora in 2 colors, Mulan, and Merida all in these stylized forms, and that's great because I don't have Mulan, I don't have Aurora, and I don't have Merida, and I'll totally get the other Snow White, and I'll get 2 Auroras because they are just a gorgeous set and very beautiful. So now there's more Disney Princess Funko Pops for me to get, which I'm looking very excited for. So I'm on the hunt for some new Funko Pops, but I finally did finish the first set of that collection. The next ones I want to talk about is a new collection I started. Unfortunately, it is a smaller collection, and that is the Sailor Moon collection. I wasn't at first going to get this set. I was going back and forth a lot of whether or not I wanted to, and then I saw Serena and Tuxedo Mask at Chapters, and they're just too cute. So I picked up Serena, and I'm like, at least I'll get Sailor Moon if I don't get any other ones. Once I pulled her out of the box and saw how well done these Funko Pops were, I was like, that's it, I'm getting the whole set. These are so cute. They come with the stand. Her hair is just incredible. She does come with Luna, but Luna doesn't stay upright at all. There's an alternate version of Sailor Moon with the moon stick, which is technically called the crescent wand, but I'm going to let it go because just bothers me so much. It's not a moon stick. Anyway, so she comes with an alternate version with the moon scepter and another Luna that has the band-aid on her forehead from the beginning of the season. But I like this Serena set better, so I'm going to stick with this Serena. I'm not going to get 2 Sailor Moons. Then I just recently picked up Tuxedo Mask. He's got a little rose and everything. I loved him when I was growing up as a kid, and then I recently started rewatching the seasons, and he's so pointless. I mean, aside from the love interest and stuff, shows up, throws a rose, and then Sailor Moon's like, yeah, we can do this, and then they win. That's it. That's all this guy does until like later in the season. But yes, I have these two right now, and I will be getting the rest of the Sailor Scouts for sure. So those are all the things that I've been really enjoying in September. I have a log now in my bullet journal of my October favorites, so I can keep track of that, so I can give you guys another video. I really enjoy these videos. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy these types of videos, and also let me know some of the new things that you discovered in the month of September. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!